Rolling doesn't mean action. All right? He's learning on the job. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Got a Problem Mate podcast. Gapham. You all right?
Yeah, I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
My name's Bilal Zafar. I'm an award-winning comedian. That's Joe Page. What did you do?
I am the caterpillar on I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here.
Are you, though?
Yeah.
No, because I forgot to tell you, I looked
100%.
it up. The caterpillar doesn't speak.
I don't. Most adverts, I don't speak in.
But the caterpillar,
Yes, he
if
does.
you're doing
but
a
there's
voice
more than
acting...
one. There's a series of...
I've seen like 3.
Well, you've been looking at the wrong 3, my
And there's a
friend.
spider talking.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of little...
I'm good friends with the spider.
Okay, who's the spider? You okay?
Yeah, I'm in fine fettle.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Nothing wrong with me.
No.
No point me being here. No problems.
That's not really how it works.
I brought a problem in,
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah.
Otherwise there'd be no point in doing it. I just smashed the water. I just absolutely drained that. Trying to get my water intake up.
Salute. That's what we do here.
If it's your first time joining us, welcome to Got a Problem Mate the podcast. Where have you been for the last year? Been doing it a whole year. Where you been?
I know, but it's on demand, isn't it? When you watch something on Netflix, you don't know. You watch True Detective season 3. That's old now.
Yeah, it's old.
So think of it like that.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good though, isn't it?
It's good. And this is good.
Season 4, not so good.
Oh, really?
I won't give anything away, but
we're into our second year of this, and it's not as good as the first year.
it's not very good.
How are you? You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
Been for a run?
No, I just
TikTok?
like this kind of fashion.
What, double zips?
Double zips.
Is that what you're
man.
up to?
Yeah.
Double zips?
I'd have 3 if I could.
Would you?
Yeah.
We can arrange that.
All right.
Actually, I just looked. I haven't got a coat with a zip on it, so
Why
we
just-
can't.
How are you doing?
All right.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a talk for some uni students.
Did you?
Over Zoom, and it was shown in a cinema
Wow.
about interactive
Now
online
again,
audiences.
this is like
What?
last week's problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the guy you did that for. He's been on the podcast.
No, you
Ben
don't.
Malaby.
No, it wasn't
No,
that.
oh,
It was my
okay.
old uni lecturer. I did it for
Okay.
Leeds Metropolitan Uni. That's not where I went. That's where
Apologies to Ben Malaby.
Yeah, that was out of order.
Someone else had asked you to do something and not asked
Yeah.
me.
You know, it was really good. What happened is that our last guest we had on last week, your problem was that you never asked to go on podcasts and stuff from the guests we have on, but
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, and then
And
he
what
invited
happened-
you on he invited you to do a gig straight after.
He didn't know he was doing it. He invited me on a gig straight after.
I'm fuming.
Let's introduce our guest.
No, wait. I've got
Okay.
something else to say.
I'm sorry, we usually do a bit of rambling.
That's
before.
okay.
We didn't tell you.
No, of course.
And I
yeah,
realised
But
that.
he knows the format of the podcast.
I do actually, yeah.
Yeah, but still.
Huh? We don't have to tell it.
Said he listened to it,
hold
right?
everybody's hand for everything.
Hand hold everyone's hand. Our guest said he listened to it, but we shouldn't assume that he actually
If someone wants to
has.
lie and say
Well,
they've
but
listened to
that's
it when they've
fine.
not.
That's fine.
Well,
what were you gonna say?
let me say, I'm really excited to hear your intro for our guest today because I reckon you've got absolutely nothing. So if you're new to the podcast, first of all, don't forget to give us a little follow on social media and like, rate and subscribe, and go on Spotify and give us 5 stars because it really helps with the algorithm.
Please do. And did you mention Patreon?
We've got a Patreon now, and you can join the Patreon. There's 2 tiers, and one of them includes getting a special video message from me and Billy Boy here. And if you're not on the Patreon, you'll be missing out on things like this.
Join our Patreon. We don't make any money off doing this
Yeah.
yet.
Me and Rebecca are
In
actually
the
going
dogs,
out.
what you should do is have that spray that they have in films that makes your breath smell good, and then do the yawn, put the arm around,
Yeah.
see if she's into it. She might not be. She might slap you.
Or put the popcorn over your crotch, and then when she goes to grab a handful of the popcorn out the way.
Ollie Murs did it, didn't he? Put his pecker through the bottom,
the
of, the
bottom of the
pop, and he posted a video.
Is that why he's no longer on anything? We did a tier list about rappers.
That was good.
Yeah, that's up there. Anyway,
I want to do a tier list about Premier League mascots. Why would you not? Why you didn't seem that enthusiastic? I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. But never mind that, because what we do on the show is we both introduce our guest, and our guest gives us points. See who's the best.
Well,
you're currently winning 4 or 5-0.
yeah.
I can't remember.
We do an introduction each, and the guest picks a best one. They don't give us points. Don't look at my notes.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you've got.
I do like the one show. I want to be on the one show. That's something else. Okay. No, I shouldn't have laughed. That's fantastic. Now,
That was good.
do you know when they do that?
Yeah.
Now, have you seen, what CBBC presenters do, what kids presenters do? When one of them's talking, the other one like reacts to it. Have you ever noticed that?
I do react
Do
to
like
you in
fun
the camera.
faces. Like, imagine kids are watching. You creep. Now, we all know about music and we all love it a lot. And I certainly tap my feet to a Spotify, and that doesn't pay the acts very well. And that's what we're talking. Not really. The band Temple's very successful. But actually, maybe we're not allowed to mention the past band, because did you see when Billy Bob Thornton got really angry that an interviewer talked
Adam's
about his?
still in Temples.
No, I know that.
It's a word you're not
Billy Bob Thornton did an interview where they talked about his acting, but he wanted them to talk about his music, and then he went really weird for the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that
I'm
might
gonna do
happen.
that. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Like when Father Christmas is in I Think You Should Leave, is being interviewed about being a serious actor.
Yeah.
Okay.
A fantastic band.
This is all part of his intro, by the way. So
And now,
you've practiced it.
yeah. And now one of the members has only gone solo with a project called Foxettemoxy. I hope I'm saying that right.
That's right. Yeah.
We're very happy to have the very talented, all the way from Kettering, that's the correct way to say it. Everybody, we got Adam Smith. That's a fantastic, that was really good
really
intro.
good.
That was
And now,
really
welcome to
professional.
the show. Personal showbiz friend of mine. I met this guy when I introduced him onto the stage at a festival, and he didn't remember me, but then I bugged him and asked him for an interview on my radio station, and I interviewed him twice, and he's a thoroughly nice, good old chap. I've got some of their albums on vinyl, not all of them, but some. He's from Temples. He's the bass player in Temples. He's from Kettering. That's where Weetabix is from. And he's got a new solo project, which is correctly pronounced Foxettemoxy, not what you said. It's
not
Adam
say
Smith.
that?
Yeah, you did say that.
Good.
I can imagine how that interaction went with him. Announced you on stage, and then afterwards, Joey goes up to everyone and says, "You want to go for a drink?"
So it was at,
Yeah,
it was
for a
at,
drink,
what's that?
It was a bit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It was at Secret Garden Party.
He did it to me.
Do you remember playing there?
I do, but
Right. And what happened was, they said to any of the comedians want to bring any bands on at this festival, and to be honest, there wasn't much going on at that festival.
yeah, I can't remember who played that festival.
You were on with Willie Mason, is that him?
Yeah.
He was on. He was good. But I was like, I want to do Temples, and that's it. Because I didn't get paid for it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got there, and there was some like Easter bunny guy dressed as an Easter bunny
I remember
bringing
the Easter
people
Bunny
on.
Man, yeah.
And he went, should we do this together? And I went, nope. I did it really seriously.
What were you doing there? If you
I was
so
at
you
stand-up.
oh well,
There
you
was a
had
stand-up
like a
thing,
stand up.
yeah.
You weren't just there asking if you could introduce people.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, see, he must have talked to us like for a few seconds before saying like, "I'm Joe, I'm going to introduce you."
Yeah,
So it
I wasn't
really
actually
like-
expecting you to.
We didn't really meet, you know. What I mean?
But then, then we had an interview where we talked afterwards at length about wildfowl.
That's right. Yeah,
Because I had some
waterfowl.
back in when I used to wear like brooches. I had a little bird brooch.
Did you?
Yeah,
Brooches.
Mm.
What is a brooch?
it's like a ladies' bejeweled badge.
Okay.
Was it bejeweled? I don't remember it being bejeweled.
A brooch normally.
Oh,
is,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. I'll have to, just because you're losing 4-0.
No, I don't want friend favours.
I'm going to do it. I'm sorry.
That's
but
fine.
only
That's fine.
but also, I'm not the bassist, so you almost.
Oh
lost
my
the
god!
point.
No, that's a
Yeah.
disgrace.
Are you not? No, you're not, are you? That's
And you're
Tom.
friends.
It's tough.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh my God, that is embarrassing.
But I'm still going to
dumb,
give it to
you
Joey
idiot.
just because.
No, I won't even accept it. That's bad.
That's
That
really
is bad.
embarrassing.
Are you going
That's
to
poor.
forfeit the point?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did proper radio as well.
Yeah, but I've been doing this for so long now.
This isn't
I've like,
anything, is it?
You know, like when a footballer goes to the Saudi league and they become rubbish.
Mm.
And that's me doing this.
But
Yeah.
It's blunted my skills as a proper broadcaster.
but not for the money, right?
Oh, the opposite.
That's a good point. So it's not like that. What is it like?
Just not being able to get a game in a proper Premier League broadcasting outfit.
It's like when Keys and Gray had to go work on Al Jazeera. 'Cause
Like that.
that's very niche. Are you a football person at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
good. I wasn't
yeah.
sure if we completely froze you out there by mentioning.
No, I think I can follow. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
What team do you like?
So I used to support Chelsea until Roman Abramovich and all that
Really?
came in. Then because I thought I was being like a purist and like I'm not going to support them now because they were one of the
That's
first
what my
teams
dad
really
did.
to have the money and yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Football's all about money. I still follow him a bit. My dad's a Leicester fan because we're from near Leicester. He's from Leicester, so I follow Leicester. Kettering Town, of course, who are in
I don't know.
Conference North, maybe, or maybe the one below.
It's a good conference. You've been to that? I've been to that conference.
And
It's a good day out.
a lot of my friends support Arsenal,
Yeah.
so I really like Arsenal.
Oh, good.
Bilal supports Arsenal. Anyway,
Oh, good, nice.
Yeah.
Who do you support again, Joe?
Spurs. Yeah. So what's been going on?
What's been going on?
I mean, number one, you've started a solo project.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
Let's start. Right.
Yeah.
I've got to ask you this because we hang out sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't ask you this, but I'm asking you now.
Yeah,
Why is it called foxettemoxy?
yeah.
What's this mean?
It doesn't really mean anything, but there's a Syd Barrett lyric in a song called Rats from the album Barrett, and there's a lyric that says Sploshette Moxie. So I did have like a little project called that. Then I thought I'll change it. So I still have another project called that I haven't shown anyone yet, but there's one, and I thought I'd change it to Foxette Moxie because I like the X
Okay.
and the X.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
I think it looks nice,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean anything. And it's
and-
quite Google whackable. So if you type it in,
that's
it's the
clever.
only thing that comes up. Although there is like before there was enough
A woman
sort
who
of
dresses
hits.
up and does kids' parties.
Yeah. No, they're like little cartoon foxes or something. That's some other, something called Foxette Universe or something.
That's not too bad, though.
No, it's not so bad.
That's not like the main thing on Cartoon Network.
No, it's
That would
not.
be bad.
It's not like
yeah.
Latino pop star Joey Page.
That's the problem.
yeah, that is a
yeah,
problem for
yeah.
me still, even though I think he's inactive.
We should get him on it.
No,
Does he come up first though? Still, when you
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
unless you put comedian, then.
You've got to do something. You've got to do some sort of crime or something.
Oh,
Some
I'm
sort
doing
of
plenty of
scandal.
crime, just not being caught.
Yeah, that's
I'm on the best of the biz.
the Pret, nicking stuff from Pret.
I don't nick from Pret
Oh,
actually.
no.
Just allegedly supermarkets. I know. I just have a bit of a problem with this because I've got ADHD. I forget what I have and haven't scanned.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't blame ADHD, mate. I know who you are. I know what you are.
I see you.
Yeah,
Is
you're
that-
a criminal. You're a career criminal. Crim.
Crib.
What's it been like making your own thing
It's great.
compared to doing stuff with
Can
the
I
band?
just say that was an excellent
That was
one
really
show
good.
question.
That's really
That
good.
was
wasn't it?
really good.
It's like you're on a proper thing when
No,
you
it's
talk
not.
to me.
It's like when you go on a thing like Good Morning Britain or whatever,
Yeah.
and the presenter's got no idea what you do. What's it like making something on your own?
What's it like doing a thing?
It's fun. I sort of have done it for years anyway, but the difference is that I've actually allowed people to listen to it and to get over the fear of allowing people to listen to it. And I wish I did it years ago because it's so easy actually just having it out there. you know. So
That's
that
tough
was
though,
really
isn't it?
nice though to have it out. But
And
now,
it's very good. It reminds me of like sort of yellow submarine Beatles kind of like. Do you know what I mean? Like the feel of it.
Does
it's
it?
like very
Yeah.
dreamy and slightly, in some places, it's gonna sound like a cuss, but a bit silly.
I know
Like
it
some
is a
of the
bit
lyrics.
silly.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like the silliness.
Yeah.
You know. There's not enough silliness, I don't think.
Right. And catchy.
It's got to be catchy.
It's got to be catchy, Bilal.
It's got to be
You know about
catchy if it's
earworms?
going to be a hit.
You know about
Yeah.
earworms?
That's it.
Yeah.
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 Do you think me and you would be good at running a record label?
Look, we want hits.
Catchy earworms.
I have a question related. You know what? Can I do my feature now?
Oh yeah, do your feature.
I have a feature called Vet the
Please.
Guest.
Oh yeah.
In which I will ask you 5 questions and we'll determine whether you can continue on the podcast.
And now on Got a Problem, Mate, it's Vet the Guest.
Vet the Guest, salute. 5 questions. Please answer honestly. Best chocolate bar?
Double decker.
Okay, that's
Good
a good
answer.
answer, man. That's a strong answer.
After
That's in
it's
my
been
top
at
5.
the back of the fridge as well, so it's like really hard.
Oh no, I don't want it hard.
Oh. Okay, not that.
Well, why aren't the
This
rest of your
episode is
friends?
over.
Why aren't the rest of your friends like this, mate?
Huh?
They're all scum. Question 2. What are you cooking these days?
Oh yeah. Last night.
Oh yeah,
So okay, it's not like gourmet or anything,
that's
but
fine.
oh yeah. So I had the Beyond Meat
Mm.
burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Bought 4 of them, and then I bought some linguine, some passata, some chili flakes, an onion, and some garlic.
Yeah.
And I put the burgers into like little meatballs and cooked them like that, and it was amazing. I didn't add anything else really. Didn't need to, and it was honestly absolutely fantastic.
That's a wonderful answer.
Yeah, you like that?
It's going
And,
very well
and
so
that's,
far.
and this episode is vegan friendly, so
Is it?
yeah,
Except
so
for
far.
this jacket.
Well, we got milk in our coffees.
I haven't. You scumbag.
What have you got?
Yeah, I have.
Question 3. Favorite holiday destination?
I've never been, but it's somewhere I really want to go. Borneo.
Where's that?
Oh,
It's in
I've been there.
Indonesia.
Oh,
Have you?
right.
Yeah.
Have you?
No.
hmm
How come we haven't talked about this?
We're talking about it now.
Oh,
you
yeah.
That's
lying?
how the podcast works.
Are you
Where
telling
did
one
you,
of your
where did you go in
lies?
Borneo? Do you remember?
I stayed in a hut on stilts in the sea.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah, because I basically mainly went there for scuba diving because I was in Australia gigging,
Yeah.
and then at the end tacked a little holiday on.
Amazing.
Actually, it was a bit scary because we were at breakfast. So like everyone had these little huts, but then there was like a central hut where they would do like your breakfast and your dinner and stuff.
Longhouse.
Yeah, and basically what happened was we met this Australian couple at breakfast, and they were like, "Oh, have you heard about the pirates keep like taking tourists?" I was like, "Oh," and so
Take him.
and some governments don't pay the ransom, and then they just shoot them in the head because they're worthless. So if they find out you're of a certain nationality, they just kill you because they know they're not going to get any money. And Britain don't like to pay the ransom. So, and there was like a curfew of like you weren't allowed to go out on the water after sundown. So it was like speedboats. And I thought I could hear a speedboat in the middle of the night, and I was like, "Oh my god, I think a pirate's coming." And I was like, "Right, where am I going to hide?" And I thought I was going to climb out of the window, and then scuttle across the little thing and hide in the water tank.
You had a plan at least.
Yeah, that's where I was going to hide because they wouldn't look for me in there.
Right.
That's where they keep the hostages.
And I didn't see any orangutans.
No, did you not?
You can go and do that, but it was a long way
Yeah.
away, and I was only there for a few
Oh,
days.
shame. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But
Another
that's Borneo.
harrowing-
That's Borneo.
Another harrowing Joey Page story. Question 4. Would you do a song with Drake?
Yeah.
It's got to be a hit.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a hit.
Sign him up.
Yeah. What about the weekend?
I'd prefer
was
to
that
do
Nazi?
one with Drake over the weekend, I think.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Mm.
The Weekend apparently is not. Did you watch that show he was in? Was it called The Idol? Is that the one?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
apparently he was a horrible guy on set and stuff, and he wanted more screen time and all of this.
I had to
nonsense.
switch it off.
Why?
Too sexy for me.
Oh, okay, yeah. And the final question 5: if you could speak to one species of animal and could understand it, which one?
That's a great question.
Mm.
I love how long he's actually taken to think about
I
this.
think that's great. I'm glad that you're taking it seriously.
Did
Yeah.
you know some people aren't watching this? They're just now it's become like
ASMR.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. I think it's going to have to be a chimpanzee.
Okay.
Or a bonobo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're the closest to us, genetically. or
But it's
whatever.
all of them you can speak to. That's all right. You wouldn't want it to be pigeons because you'd constantly.
I would. I'd say, can you stay the fuck off my balcony?
Oh yeah, he's got
Horrible
a
little
problem.
flying rats.
That's right, yeah. So you mean You can speak to them, but you have. Yeah, they're always.
I guess you can always hear them.
Yeah. Oh, so definitely. So there's not
Okay.
many chimpanzees around, so that's probably all right.
Oh.
So you could choose to, couldn't you?
That's a great
Pigeons,
answer, man.
terrible idea. Yeah.
Can I also say, I don't think I've given a really great view of my life through this balcony. Like, I've actually got a nice flat with a nice balcony. I know, like, saying there's pigeons makes it sound really horrible, but
Pigeons get in balconies all the time, man.
But it paints the picture that my balcony is probably quite grim, but it's actually really nice.
But why do people need to know that you live in a nice flat?
No, but with
what's
a nice
that
balcony.
insecurity?
No.
Why do they need to know that you have a
Just
nice
don't want
balcony?
people thinking I'm doing badly.
It's a nice balcony.
To have a balcony in London, you're doing okay, to be honest.
I'm doing okay.
I don't have a balcony, ground floor. Crap.
You haven't even got the internet.
We'll talk about that. Congratulations, Adam. You've scored 9,500.
Wow.
And did you
On
know
the problem- on the
we had the
questions.
bass player
Vet
from
the guest.
Temples on, and he only got a 300, and we couldn't.
We
put
had
the
to kick
episode
him
on.
out.
Did you?
Yeah, we had to just say no.
Oh, you didn't mention that to me.
Well, he
so-
wouldn't. It was a disgrace.
Yeah.
Can put it out.
We had to get security,
Did you?
and this place hasn't got security, so I had to go to another venue,
You had to
get their security
Pay him.
to come and evict that young man,
Tom.
Tom.
Nice.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad I
Thank
passed.
you.
Thank
That
you.
was really good, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good questions.
You okay?
Yeah.
You're jealous, aren't you?
No.
Because this is going well for me.
Yeah, you're building up for the first time ever. You're building up rapport.
Report, I think, is how you say it.
Reporte.
Report.
So I don't want to bring this up. I don't know how to shoehorn it in, but I'm just gonna say I read it in the paper because I did. Did you know that they reckon by 2028 woolly mammoths might be back?
What do you mean?
So they've worked out how to from some woolly mammoth hair and a tusk. That
What
they
they're
found.
gonna?
They're working on. They've had their most successful testing.
But why
and
would you
of
do that?
recreating?
Yeah.
Why would you bring them back?
Well, they're going to bring them back.
I'm not sure why they do that, really.
They're going to.
Just to prove that they can, sort of.
They're going to. It was in the metro.
Where are they going to
Oh.
put them?
Tundra. I don't know where that is. Do you know where that is?
It's not a place, I don't think.
No, isn't
it's
that,
like an environment.
Yeah, that's what you call a. Is that what you call an icy cave or something?
It's like an
Tundra.
icy desert, I suppose.
Icy desert. Icy.
Yeah, that's what they're
Yeah.
Icy
Okay. But that's going to mess up the whole like. I don't know. What would they eat? What would mammoths eat? I don't really know.
Want me to
Good
Google it?
question. Yeah.
Snowballs?
Do we want me to?
Yeah. Google what do mammoths eat?
Well, elephants are vegetarian, aren't
Yeah.
they? So
What do
but
they
there's not
eat?
many plants in the tundra, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
Yeah.
I don't know what they actually.
They
eat,
ate
but-
plants. There's loads of plants. Don't worry.
Grass. It says.
Grass plants.
Notice the rough ridges on the flat surface of the mammoth molar.
Mm.
Mammoths were herbivores.
Is this what you thought this was going to be like?
I'm really glad it's like this.
Oh, are you
alright.
cool?
Yeah.
It's all right.
I'm enjoying
Huh?
it.
Yeah.
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 What's your problem this week, Bilal?
My problem is I got an issue with my flat.
Always.
Yeah. The sockets switch thing keeps tripping, and we can't find what it is. And basically, I think the whole thing's just broken, the whole flat. And the landlord's like, well, if it's one of your things, then you're going to be charged for the electrician. And my wife's like worried now. She's like, oh, but it can't be. And I'm like, it's not though. It's
Yeah.
clearly a problem.
So what are you?
It couldn't be your thing,
What are
could
you?
it?
Are you
don't
like
think so.
doing like illegal growing in your flat? Is that what's happening?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, right.
But I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, because of all the lights, the incubating lights. Is that how it works?
Yeah, yeah.
You
It's
know,
hot in there.
You know when they? Oh, that's why you've got a ground floor flat. Because when the helicopter flies over, they can't see the heat
Yeah.
That's a good
through
point.
if you're on the ground floor. But I'm going to grass you up.
There you go.
Is that a pun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Did a
It's
joke.
taken about 50 episodes, but you did a pun.
Do you remember at the
Um,
beginning of this? I was really good at doing jokes and callbacks.
I don't know what happened, man. You fell off.
Mm.
What were we talking about? My
Well,
flat.
Your problem, yeah.
How do you deal with that sort of thing? What's the best route to?
So what is the
How
question?
do I calm the wife down and be like, look, it's fine.
You know,
Firstly.
in work, if you're from a working class background like me,
I am.
you get hold of her, give her a slap, and say, "Stop being hysterical."
You can't say that.
No, obviously, I wouldn't do
But
that.
can we even have that in the episode?
I'm obviously joking. As long as we don't put it out of context, yeah.
It's of course we're going to put it out of context. I'm going to put that on my Instagram.
Okay.
Just that bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's clippable.
And then cut to you admitting to all your crimes.
My
I don't
career's
know.
over.
I
Yeah.
reckon it's got to be part of the house, right? It's the landlord's responsibility, surely. So,
I think
but
so.
they're saying it's not.
Well, I think they're trying to not take responsibility.
It's not cool. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Have you had a tough time living in London ever? With
We've been quite lucky actually. Yeah, not too much. No, we have cats, so they've sort of messed up curtains and but that is our fault. So it's sort of you just have to deal with it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I've got the solution to that. Don't get a cat.
I got a cat.
Have you? Nice.
This one, I don't know what his problem is.
I'm a dog boy.
That's a good clip.
That was a visual. I should say, because this is obviously an audio podcast.
It's
but
multimedia, folks.
It is also on YouTube if you want to see what Joey just did. It was pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah, what your
That'll
cat's
be a
called?
clip.
What your cat's called?
Vic and Bob.
Really?
That is great.
That's really good.
That's the best cat names I've ever heard.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Fair
How
play.
about yours?
Minnie.
Minnie.
Because my mum's cat, it's her kitten, and she looks a lot
Called
like her mum,
Mouse.
so she was
Nice.
called Minnie from Little. Mouse.
My mum was called.
My mum was called Mouse.
Mum's cat. It's called Mouse.
No, she's called Coco. So Minnie's full name is Minnie Coco. He hates that, man. He hates anything nice.
I would have called it. I would have at least called it Fun Size.
Fun
It's called
size.
Coco, and this is like this Fun Size chocolate bar.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but Minnie kind of stuck, that is kind of more of a name.
Have
than
you got
fun
a cat
size.
voice?
Minnie. I think that's it. Have you got a cat voice?
As in like how I speak to my
Yeah.
cats. Yeah, it's like a little baby. It's embarrassing. I wouldn't want to do it around
Okay, no.
anyone.
That's your whole reputation on the line. I understand.
Yeah.
You just put a record out.
Mm.
You don't want that.
I know I
going
could
on.
do it here, but I mean, it wouldn't be the actual one. I could do like a representation of it, but the real one is probably like I wouldn't want anyone to hear it. Really,
I know what you
But
mean.
it'd be like, Bobby boy, something like that.
That's just how you talk.
I'll be like, Minnie, come here. That's my cat voice. Scares them away.
Yeah. Are they fancy cats or like your
Nah,
standard proper working class
domestic
boys? Yeah,
short
proper
hair or
cats.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
good,
cats.
good.
Brother and
Pissing all
sister
over
as
everyone's
well.
begonias.
Sorry?
Yeah,
That's a flower, isn't it?
Pegonies?
Yeah, begonia.
Pegonia.
Is it with a B?
Peonies. Is
No.
that what you mean?
Begonias.
Pegonias?
No, B with a B.
Begonias.
I believe that's a flower.
I think so.
Yeah, begonia. It's a plant. Get with it, Bilal.
So
Did you not go to
you-
school?
So, so you made loads of music in your own time, but you were too scared to put it out.
Essentially, yeah, really, yeah. Yeah, it makes me sound like such a coward.
Not really
But,
though, because
but yeah.
like for us, right, for comedy stuff, like we know loads of people that have done videos like on TikTok or whatever, where they're just filming themselves doing a thing.
Yeah.
You do it a bit now, to be fair.
I'm trying.
You're trying.
I'm trying my goddamn best.
But like, I feel a bit embarrassed just doing
You
that.
should.
Do you know
I'm seeing what you're putting
yeah,
out.
fair enough. But so I understand. It's difficult. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
for
it is.
the people sitting at home watching this at their computer, eating their packet of biscuits or whatever they're doing, and then the people listening to this in their car, sat at the traffic lights,
eating biscuits.
picking their nose at the lights. Yeah, I see you. For those people, it's like if you had to show everybody all the work you did all the time at work, whatever your boring jobs are.
Is it?
Yeah, it's that hard.
It's different though, because you're trying to be, when it's creative, it's got to be good. You do need people to think it's good.
That's it. But then you second guess.
Yeah.
I suppose I was second guessing myself a lot, and but it got to the point where I was just like, you can't do that forever, else no one will hear anything.
Sorry, hang on. What's your problem? Did we get to that?
Yeah,
The
it's
lights.
fine. Yeah, we said
I'll
I'll talk to the landlord.
Wow.
That was ages ago.
Yeah.
It kind of brings me onto my problem, if that's
Oh
okay.
yeah, please.
Which is, well, yeah. So this is probably like there's a serious one or like a light-hearted one.
We'll do both.
But the serious one is like, it's not a non sequitur of what we were saying. It's. Do you two? I'm going to do it in the form of a question.
Yeah.
Do you two?
Should I leave the room and you'll get Bilal's answer and then mine and we'll see?
Yeah. As like creative people.
Wait, hang on.
What are you doing?
I'm not going to listen to Bilal's answer.
I
Okay.
don't think
can
those
ask
are
me.
noise cancelling. Those are cheap.
Do you
Sorry.
ever think about what you're doing, comedy, what have you, acting, or what have you, and think, why am I doing this? Should I not be doing something better,
More meaningful.
more meaningful, something to help people
Yes.
in the world?
Okay.
I've been
yeah.
that's a problem of mine. I think why have I chosen to do this? I'm not helping. All I'm doing is like navel gazing. Although I know people enjoy music, and some people, especially like people have said, some temple songs have like helped them through hard times and stuff. That's lovely when you hear that. It's not enough.
I know what you mean. I've had this quite
Finished?
recently.
Yeah, finished. You could hear everything.
Finished. I've had it recently where I've felt like with comedy, so much of it is like ego, like you got like, it's like, look how great I am kind of thing. And it does make me feel kind of depressed. I have actually applied for part-time work as a support worker,
Great.
helping people with, I think like dementia, learning difficulties, autism and stuff, which I don't know if I'll get it. But I thought maybe if I did that for a bit, I'm still getting paid though, so it's not selfless.
No.
I think if I was ever in a position where I was like rich, I imagine I'd do some voluntary stuff that I wouldn't talk about publicly.
Yeah.
Because I know what you mean. It does feel a bit like, is this enough?
And it's also
I'm donating all my money from the Patreon
to what,
to
Tottenham
charity.
Hotspur?
To charity. So if you don't sign up for the Patreon, that's on you.
Yeah.
you have to do that now, don't you?
What?
Do you have to actually do that now?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
that I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, legally. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
What's you heard the question, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's a very short answer. No. Listen,
Great.
I haven't worked for 18 years to try and get to where I want to get to, and I'm still not there, to then turn around and be like, oh, I should help other people. And I heard what you said about people saying that temple songs help them through a tough time. Well, guess what? Laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so as long
It's
as
not though.
it's really not. I would say sort of like a tax rebate is quite good.
Yeah.
Or, winning the lottery is the best medicine.
I'd like having a part-time thing if it's not sort of too exhausting, and then have my creative stuff as well.
Do you think I really...
That sounds really good.
I'd like to.
I might apply for a similar thing, not the same role as you, because you're going to get it.
That would be a very sad.
I'd love
if
to
you got
see
it.
you apply for the same role and then beat him to it.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. I
it's a
used to
good
be
way of
for a year. I worked in a care home, and people with dementia and stuff, and that's good work. But that industry is kind of weird. Like there's a lot of private care homes that are like basically people have to pay like 10 grand a month to stay there.
Yeah.
And it's a scam because people like me were on £6.50 an hour at the time. It's 2013, I think.
So expensive. Isn't
So
it?
it's like I don't know if I want to work in a place like
London
that.
living wage.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's more now, isn't it? You don't know.
don't work.
Yeah. So like it's tricky because there's still places like that where you don't really. I don't think it's a good place to work necessarily. But yeah, it's good to just like be talking to people and helping them out and stuff, and not putting it on Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
I let people out
You
of
know?
junctions, hold the door open for people.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my second problem.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, go on.
It's not quite that, but is when, and it's more of just like an annoyance thing. So when you walk up to a traffic light, and they're on their phone or whatever. The road is completely empty. It's a long road. You can see where the cars are coming, but they're not looking. They just press the button for the light. They look up and then they cross the road, and then a minute later, or whatever, the lights go red. It pisses me off.
I've worked it out.
That's my problem.
I've worked it out. And I do think this actually leads into a wider problem, which I will come back to in a second. But I think what you need is part-time work because you'd help the community and you could sort the traffic flow out. Lollipop Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're volunteers out
Can
there.
you Google what they earn?
I don't think
Are they volunteers?
I thought they were volunteers.
Lollipop.
It's an important job.
Lollipop
though.
Man. Or woman.
Lollipop.
Whoa! £11.18 an hour to £24.51 per hour for a chauffeur.
What's a chauffeur?
I'm guessing people that maybe they walk like the kids from a school to a certain point. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, maybe you've sorted my problem out. Yeah.
But £24.51 an hour.
11.18 an hour. That's more than what you.
But
was
that's
on
more
per-
lollipop man.
Huh?
But isn't that just to be a? That's a lollipop man, but
Yeah.
to be the person who walks them.
Mm.
But that doesn't take an hour. So you're
So
not
then
getting
you can do what you
24
want in there.
hours.
You get what you want.
Yeah.
You can do what you want in your free time.
And you're doing it twice a day, right?
I
Start of
guess.
school, end of
50
school.
quid a day.
I think so.
So your own maximum you're getting is 50 quid a day. But you're actually
Maximum.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could do that.
What?
You could do
I
that.
wouldn't
Or you
wanna
couldn't
do
do that.
that.
You don't get up early enough
That's
to
true.
do the morning one.
That's true. But I wouldn't want to be responsible for little kids crossing the road. That's
It's a big responsibility.
yeah, man. For
No, that's...
let's face it, it'll probably be £12.
Listen, we're
a day.
overpopulated.
Oh,
Oh, crikey. Yeah.
okay.
I lose a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I actually could do like a part-time thing like that and do my stuff. I'm just sort of saying it,
Same here.
but
really,
it makes
but
me
it-
seem good. But I
yeah,
don't know.
maybe that's why I said it. I don't think it's why I said it, but it is
No.
actually like I do think sometimes,
Mm.
shouldn't you be doing something better?
No, here's what you do, right? You go out with somebody who is doing good in the community, and then it's like your carbon footprint of selfishness offsetting. Like, you need to marry somebody who's like a charity worker if you're
Right.
working in the entertainment industry.
Mm.
That's what I reckon.
Suppose so, yeah.
That would work.
Okay.
Problem solved. That's another one in the bag. Now,
Yeah. Okay. I think we solved both your issues.
Thank you. Thank you.
What-
do you want my problem?
Oh yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh, I've solved your problem, by the way, about money. I forgot to tell you this.
Oh,
Guess what's looking for people?
what's
Big
looking for
acting
people?
role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Immersive actors at the London Dungeons.
Really?
Yeah. You could do that.
Like
So there
that.
you go.
I could do it.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I wonder what they get paid.
Oh, don't do that.
I wouldn't.
Don't.
But
do
I wonder what.
Have
Are you
applied
looking
for
up?
it already? Yeah.
that. London Dungeon scare actor.
The thing is, I was looking for like, oh, what can I do? I don't have any qualifications, you know. And I was like, oh, maybe I can do like social media stuff for businesses. But then when I was looking at those jobs, I was like, I don't want to do it, even though a lot of them pay quite well.
Oh dear.
That's even worse.
The average
do
London
that.
Dungeon actor gets paid £9.50 an hour, which is 18% below the national average. And that's for acting.
Bloody hell!
It's not good, is it?
That's not good.
I thought it would be better than that.
Scare actors. I think they're slightly different.
Ooh. Turn back. That sort of thing,
It's
innit?
good.
$31,000
I've never been. Have you been?
Never
a
been.
year.
What? What?
Hourly wage $15 an hour.
Why is it in dollars for the
I don't
London
know.
Dungeon?
No, I'm googling scare actors.
Scare actors.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that kind of job. I don't know.
I wouldn't do a podcast with you if you did that kind of job.
It
What
seems a
about
bit sadistic to do that sort of job as well.
jumping out and scaring
Putting
children?
fake blood on yourself all day.
You're in it for the wrong reasons.
I think you'd like it.
Me?
This sounds like your kind of thing.
It does actually.
Telling kids you're going to kill them and stuff. Jumping out.
I'd just be like, look, I told you about roads once. If you're too thick to take that in,
With
take
all
your own chances.
With all your zombie makeup
Yeah,
on.
and instead of a lollipop stick, I've got a scythe.
Look.
Look, I've already told you about roads.
Yeah. What about that restaurant where people are mean to you?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's a job.
I've never been to one of those. Have you two?
There's one in
No.
Angel.
No.
Is it?
Sorry for people outside of London, but you
No,
don't
no,
live
but
in,
they're
you
everywhere.
don't live in a good
no,
place.
one open in Dublin. What? There's one in Birmingham in the train station. I know.
That's just called
So-
Burger King, isn't it? He's back.
He's back. He's
I've
back.
played my way into form on this episode.
You have. It
Okay.
took time, but
Took time.
yeah.
Listen, guys, this is just a snapshot of life. Sometimes we're on form, sometimes we're not.
No, that's not.
No, okay.
No, that's not your job to sometimes be in form. That's not what people want.
We
from
have to do this every fucking week.
Yeah.
Do you want to know my
Oh yeah,
problem?
we're not done.
It's
your
actually
problem, sorry.
we didn't actually get to it last week,
Mhm.
which is also an hour ago.
No.
I've got a big gig. Well, it shouldn't be a big gig, right? But it's become a big gig because of the personal journey I've gone on with it, and also just how the venue sort of behaves and carries itself sometimes.
Prestigious.
And I will get to that in a minute, but I would like to ask you a question first.
Oh.
How, when you do big gigs, how do you like get yourself revved up for it? Like, especially if you're nervous, is there anything that you do to kind of mitigate that?
We sort of stomp our feet and sing at the same time, and then
In the warm up,
and just get
like a musical hacker.
A bit like a musical hacker. Yeah.
What do you sing?
A mixture of things, really.
Boyzone.
Yeah, it's generally 90s boy band stuff. Yeah.
Ariana Grande.
What was that?
That's how you pronounce it.
Ariana Grande.
Why did you say that?
I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. The bigger gigs, weirdly enough, it sounds like a stupid thing to say, or like I'm making it up, but they're less scary than the smaller gigs to me, because the people are in your face at the smaller gigs, and like I think I've got like a bogey up my nose, or like they're looking at my horrible fingernails. But when they're a bit bigger, there's a gap between a stage and the audience. You can't really see them. Less nerve-wracking for me, but I imagine being a comedian, that's probably quite different as well, because you're just up there on your own. I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
It's more about the circumstance, I think, and what mood. I'm in. Like, sometimes if I'm up for a gig, I'm just up for it, and if I'm not, I'm not. It doesn't matter the size.
But have you done like a big? What's the biggest audience you've played to?
About 2,000.
Yeah, about the same.
Yeah.
That was the De Montfort.
How convenient.
Is that the same?
No, the Blue Dot Festival.
Okay, that's a different thing. That's easier.
What?
Doing 2,000.
Do you reckon?
No, I think so. It's just a different.
For me, it's the lighting.
It feels
actually,
easier
when you can't. Like, I don't like. Obviously, comedy doesn't work if the audience are too brightly lit, because they're all like self-conscious about what their mates are laughing at or whatever. So they need to be in the dark. But I find, like, in the bigger venues, the lights are so bright that you can't see anything. And when you can't see anything, I find it hard to concentrate.
Yeah, I like seeing a few faces if I can. But yeah, there's something different when you do the feeling of it. I don't know if it's kind of similar for music, but when you get when you're getting big laughs in the sort of 2,000 seater, you feel the laughter going back. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's this weird feeling.
Wow,
it's
that's
amazing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get to do those size venues really ever. I mean, how long did you do when you did? I did 10 minutes.
Oh, I did 25.
Why? What? You?
Yeah.
That was a mistake, surely.
No, I smashed it, mate.
They wanted the other Joey Page, didn't they? That singer.
I smashed it.
Yeah.
Smashed it.
It's weird, isn't it? It's an amazing feeling, though.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
Smashed it.
But then you can have really, really big rooms where there's like 500 other people, and then you can tell that sections aren't really listening. I don't know. It's so many variables.
Like, when you do festivals and stuff, obviously, by the nature of festivals, there's people who are not really always paying attention, lying down, or like, do you know what I mean? They're just in different parts of the field.
Yeah.
Is it hard to concentrate when there's so much going on?
It's a good question.
It is a good question.
Welcome to the One Show.
No, not really. I don't know. Yeah.
You just don't think about it?
I don't really mind if people are, especially at a festival, whether they're listening or not.
No, but I mean, like, is it hard for you to stay because you're just like, there's so much stuff to look at and going on?
No, I know that a lot of, like, James and Tom in the band, they often like look at people or like, say like, oh, did you notice thingy over there with the silly hat on or something? Like, I have no idea. Didn't look. Don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm not looking. Yeah. No.
Do you guys do much talking between songs?
As in talking to the audience, sort
Yeah.
of thing. James talks quite a bit to the audience. Yeah, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not as good.
I don't remember when I saw you
But he
guys
does well,
in
'cause it's
Brighton. I
hard.
don't remember that happening. It's a while ago now, though.
What gig was
Everyone-
that? Yeah.
At the Comedia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No talking.
Don't think so.
No talking.
Yeah.
No talking.
Just straight through.
Whereas I don't do any songs in between my jokes.
Pixies don't do talking.
Huh?
They just go straight through.
Yeah, Bob Dylan doesn't either. He doesn't even say hello. Or
Really?
goodbye. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
My favourite is I went to see Baxter Jury, and he went. He came on. And he went, "Well, you're here. You might as well clap." And then, and then at one point, he walked up to the mic and went, and then just walked.
It's quite funny, though.
It's really funny.
That's like a sort of Marquis Smith sort of thing to do, or something like that. Well, he wouldn't have talked, would he either?
But my point, but this all goes around to my problem is last week on the show I mentioned that last week today I'm doing the Comedy Store. I'm doing the Comedy Store, right? And I've been a comedian for a long time, and I was very surreal for a long time, and I did the Comedy Store, and I was told never to come back there by the owner.
Really? Is it
Because
the
he's got
same
this
person?
thing. He sits you down, right? He sits you down, and he goes, so how do you think that went? Like it's like being in that headmaster's office, and he loves it. He gets off on it or whatever. I don't know. And so I don't think he's there as much anymore because he's like, I think literally he's about 90. But anyway, he sits you down and he goes, oh, well, what do you think of that? And then blah blah. And he really like tore into me, and then like said, never come back here. You haven't got any jokes. Don't waste my time.
Are you kidding?
And so a couple of years later, when I got an agent, my agent was like, oh, don't worry about him, silly old bugger. Like, we'll just get you booked in. He won't remember. I did it, and he didn't remember. And he went, how do you think that went? And it went all right. And he does this thing, like he's got like the weekend of like comedians on a whiteboard, and it's like, who should I take off of this list to put you on? And it's all like really good comedians. Yeah, he goes, who should I take out? He said, if this is Man United team, I've got to replace you with one of these. Who am I taking out?
This is so weird.
And I said all of them. I said, I've got an hour. I said, take them all off. I'll do the whole night. He didn't like that.
Oh, he didn't.
And then the next time I did it was probably, so this is now we're back into like the recent history of it. I think I maybe did one or two other open spots there. They didn't really rebook me, like they went fine. But they're so like, if you seem nervous, they'll be like, you're not ready. Like,
really?
If in any way, if like they can tell, because they watch like the video of it back, and it's like, even though the audience probably can't tell, if you have a good gig, they're like,
Of course
well,
they can't tell.
but they can. But these guys can tell because
Yeah,
they've been watching comedy for years, right? And so, and it's like from the moment you arrive, it's like they're trying to like show you how big the club. So the doorman will always be like, "Can I help you?" And I'm on, and they're like, "Are you?" And you'd be like, "Yeah," and they'll be like, "I'm on in the middle," and it's like, he's like, right, well, you better go and ask at reception, and they'll let you through. And it's like, sorry, I've come here. I'm not getting paid for this.
You don't get paid
to do this. Like,
it's like a tryout spot,
right? And it's like, well, I get paid everywhere else, so give me a little bit of respect. You're a doorman.
What is it
right?
that you?
But anyway, and so you go in, and then like in the green room, it's like there's beers. But they're only for the paid acts. I'm pretty sure it used to be like that. Once I turned up, I was eating a sandwich, and he said, "You can't bring your own food in here." I was like, "But I'm on, and it's before anyone's here. Like I'm going into the green room. You have to finish that before you come in." Like just things like that. It's like because they want you to think that this is such a big deal, and it does get into your head a bit.
I bet.
I did it 2 times ago, and they gave me a 10, and basically so I messed up because you only get 5 minutes. And they said, "Oh, you're doing 10." I was like, "Great," because that's the next. I've skipped a stage then. And then my feedback was, "Well, you know you should have been doing 5. Why did you do 10?" I went, "Well, if the guy in the sound desk is telling me to do 10, I'm going to do 10."
This is like toxic. What are they
and
doing?
And so I did 10. It went well. And then they said, "Oh, well, there was nobody there to see you." So then I had to go back again. And now, last time I did it, it was the day after I found out I didn't get booked for a big TV show. So I was not quite at my best. And they said, it went well, but like not quite. And I was like, for me, I was like, yeah, I'll take the FA Cup 3rd round replay. I'll have another go. But I've got that tonight, and with all of that history, and basically, I feel like I'm on my last. I've got to smash it tonight, and if I don't suppose I'll be playing the comedy.
So who's judging you now? It's not.
I don't know.
The guy.
I don't know.
Forgive my ignorance, but it's the Comedy Store. Is that televised? Is that like?
No.
So what's the big deal about
It's just
it?
it's like the best club in.
It's good. It's
like,
really good.
And
Like,
if you're doing
great.
the 20-minute paid set there, then that's kind of like shorthand for any other gig would be like, well, if they did a Comedy Store, they can do any gig in the country.
It still holds that sort of clout in the industry.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. Whereas
It's not as big as it used to be, though.
no.
No.
But I've got that tonight, and I'm just like,
You're gonna forget how to
Good luck.
speak.
yeah. How do I deal with the occasion? Is what I'm asking.
10 minutes is nothing, though, isn't it?
Well, that's my problem because I always do at least 20, so I don't even know what 10 minutes. Like, I don't know how to cut it down. I won't be able to get my callbacks in, and then that's where I'm like, oh, I don't know the order. Now you could argue I should have gone out and done some other 10-minute spots before, but I'm not doing that.
You can figure out 10 minutes.
I know, but
come
it's
on.
what 10.
Yeah.
And there's no audience, obviously, for this?
No, there is.
Yeah, it's
Oh, there
annoying.
is?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
so
gig, but
it's a gig.
he's
Yeah.
doing it unpaid 10 minutes, and then if they like him, he can do the 20s that are paid.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Right,
Yeah.
right. About to say, because if there's no audience, that would be so difficult.
Oh,
right? You
yeah.
wouldn't be I thought
Yeah.
maybe there's just two
No,
like
it's not just
people
like two
tickling their
guys.
chin.
Yeah.
You know, like, this isn't very good, is it? You know?
Yeah.
I've done a gig like that before. The Chortle Student Comedy Awards
Oh yeah.
did a thing like that. I had to go to Leeds,
Oh.
and it was
sorry for that.
awful.
I bet.
Obviously, yeah.
Mm.
And I was like, what, 21?
Comedy sounds so hard.
I don't know.
Well, music's hard because
Yeah.
I can't play anything, and that's why I'm a comedian. I would have loved to have been in a band.
I don't know. It's easy to look at the things about comedy that are tough, but actually, like, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, right.
And it's not as hard
It's
as people
boring.
make out.
Like
The
actually,
way
like,
a lot of
travelling
American
around-
comedians, when they talk about the art of comedy and all of this, and it's like, it's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy is just start strong, end strong, put the crap in the middle. And
No,
yes, it is, man. It is.
it's
That's what it
banger
is.
after banger for 20
No,
minutes.
no, it's not, though.
Wring
most
every
people, it's
single
not.
bit of joy out
They
of
don't
those
remember.
c***s and then go home.
I think you need to put your. That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's like a £10 note, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I
Yeah.
haven't got any chat. I've just forgotten all
Also,
about
when
the
when you're
Swayze
starting comedy, for anyone that wants to know, do stuff, open mic, whatever. The stuff that doesn't work, get rid of it and replace it until it works. That's it. But there's loads of people that don't get that and keep doing stuff that doesn't work
Right.
for
Right.
years.
Yeah.
But it's like, I love it and everything, and I think it is really cool, and I'm proud that we do it and stuff.
Yeah,
but like,
should
it's
be.
not. I hate the way people.
At this point, it's just become my personality. I
yeah.
have to keep going, otherwise I've got nothing. Anyway, it's time for a listener's problem.
Are you looking at me?
No, I've got one.
Oh God, you really looked at me for ages there. I don't
did.
have one. Go on.
This one has been sent in by Gemma. Gemma said, I've recently moved in with my boyfriend and it's going really well, but he's a little bit of a nightmare insofar as he never shuts cupboard doors and never hangs up or puts away any of his clothes. He's not necessarily unclean, but he's a bit untidy. And these are the two main ways. And I'm wondering if you can come up with any ways that might help him to do better in these two areas.
Have a go at him. I think. Like, you've got to be.
I
like,
think the opposite.
Seriously.
I
Like-
think
Yeah.
you'd say, let's just say it was you, Adam. Right? I think she should say, Adam, what would the boys on Got a Problem Mate think of you? And then he'd be like, maybe I should put my stuff in a drawer. And then when he does, she'd be like, the boys are proud of you.
Or she could like
That's
set
worked,
set
yeah.
fire to his clothes if they're in a pile.
I mean, I can relate to this, right? I'm
It's
really bad at
extreme.
leaving. Like, I'm a draper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like if there's a chair or
A
like a
little
side,
bit, sure.
I'll drape my clothes over whatever is there. And I actually, as I'm getting a bit older, I actually want to start dressing a bit nicer as my body and face sort of get worse. I want my clothes to
Deteriorate.
look better, right? But there's no point having nice clothes if I'm just going to leave them on the floor.
No, yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
So maybe she should say that to her boyfriend as your body and your face are getting worse.
I don't know
Look after
how
your
old or
clothes,
young
you know.
this guy is.
Yeah, that's true.
But his
be.
body and face will be getting worse.
I mean, if he's one of these,
You'd
if he's one of
they're
these,
not getting better.
if he's
No.
one of these Gen Zs,
Yeah.
doesn't really matter, does it? Like
Yeah, it doesn't
they look
matter.
like they've been dressed by ADHD. It's all wearing different things. Like pick a look.
But
He has ADHD. He's allowed to.
No,
Do
but it's like, don't you remember when I showed on this podcast the guy? It was a Gen Z, and he was wearing some sort of like running shoe, 3/4 length tracksuit bottoms, and then his nan's jewellery, and a fur hat.
Like a Russian hat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, pick a fucking look, mate. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bilal's gone for 2 tracksuit tops. But that's like,
That's
at
good.
least consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to have a strongly worded thing. Like, I suppose you've just got to convey that it really upsets you.
What's your system with clothes?
Oh, all over the place.
Filthy pig.
No, I know, but it's not that bad. I drape as well. That's a lot of fun. Yeah. But then I enjoy hanging stuff up, putting it away, having a nice little basket for your dirty clothes.
I think maybe like a forfeit system or something. If he doesn't do
Like
it,
the swear jar that I've stopped
yeah,
using.
something like that. Like if he doesn't put his clothes away, he's got to do the washing up for a week or something. You know, not saying that she normally does the washing up. That's not what I'm saying, because I do the washing up.
It's tough though, isn't it? When you
Do you
start.
like washing up?
I love washing up.
I hate washing up. I like hoovering.
I
like
hoovering.
ironing.
When you start like a tally chart of like what your partner doesn't do, that's
bad.
That feels like a bad
It's
idea.
not so good, actually.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on in your marriage?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just draw it on the wall.
Yeah. And pretend it was a cat scratch.
Yeah. But it's a perfect little. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we haven't really helped, have we?
No, that's hard. That kind of thing.
I think just say, remember the boys.
Remember
are
the boys.
watching.
The boys are watching.
Yeah. Feel free to get in touch like next week and let us know if he's doing any better. And if he is, we'll say well done. And if not, we will absolutely tear into him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's a threat.
Yeah, it usually is with him.
But only if you join the Patreon. Otherwise, we're not doing anything special for you.
Patreon.com.
It's a business.
Patreon.com/Gapham, GAPM. It's only at £5 a month.
And remember, if you don't, Bilal's this close to working at London
Bankruptcy.
Dungeons.
Yeah.
So actually, that would probably make people not sign up. They'd love to see you.
Yeah, that's true.
And if they turn up at the London Dungeons and saw you,
It's me there, yeah. God.
don't go down the river this way.
Yeah. Get out. But I would be like a mummy or something. I don't know. What is London Dungeon? I don't really
Never
know what
been.
it is.
It's like all about the Black Plague,
Is
Black
it?
Death, and the Fire of London and all that.
So, but why would it be scary?
Because it's all that was going on then. There was no TV. That was scary.
What do you
No
mean?
internet,
no, but
no
why?
toilets,
But what
scary
kind of
time.
actor are you?
Huh?
If you're in it, what kind of? Ooh.
A pox upon this house.
Oh,
Things
like that.
Mm.
Oh, can I be one of the quacks, the doctors
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the big
Oh,
duck head
yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
That's
Well, you've
plague
already got the nose
doctors.
for it.
oh.
I also take offence at that.
Yeah, if it was something I was self-conscious about, that would have been awful. That moment, but it's
Well,
all
you
right.
used to be. That's why. Anyway, never mind that. Went to Turkey.
I had my
So-
nose straightened.
Yeah.
I couldn't breathe out one side.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Cosmetic.
I think I should do that
cosmetic
as well.
reasons.
Well, you know, £2,000,
£2,000.
£10,000 in the UK.
Can't really do anything for boggly eyes, unfortunately.
No,
No, tried. Okay. So,
Tried.
it's time to wrap up the episode with the feature that I like to call Guest to Impress. I've developed a feature specifically for you.
Oh, no.
Oh, hang on, wait. Phil for a second.
So what? Do you ever worry that you're going to forget the song that the band's doing? Because that would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes.
Has it
actually,
happened?
Yeah, sometimes just before like we're playing a difficult song, I think, do I know how to play it? And then I'm but then you do know how to play it. But the
Sure.
fear, it's the fear in that moment which is just awful, especially if it's busy and it's
Do you have anxiety dreams like
yes.
that?
Yeah, all the time about the band. If we're touring, yeah. I
Like
turn up
that you mess up or you're late.
Yeah, I'm late. I get up there and they've already started or something, or like, yeah, it's absolutely horrible.
I have those with stand-up
you?
loads, yeah. And it's always stuff like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Like-
you're not actually doing your performance, all right? Have you ever done
Or yeah, it's like it's weird. I'm never saying actual material in the dream.
that? Yeah.
But it's always stuff like everything's a bit wrong, like everyone's like facing the wrong way
Yeah.
or something. It's really odd. Was that
Yeah,
enough filling?
horrible.
Yeah,
that was quite
that's
good
great. That
filling,
was very
'cause that
good,
was
actually.
actually
So, we're going to play a little game. I've got some band names. You just have to tell me if they're real or if they're fake.
that's quite good.
I thought you were going to say good or bad, and I had to do that. I didn't really want to do that.
No,
so,
it's just
okay,
real
good,
or fake.
Good, good.
If it's real, you'll hear this sound.
Why is it so long?
Really?
If it's fake, you'll hear this.
They're too similar.
They're too similar.
They're
Okay.
too similar.
If it's real,
No,
you'll
no,
hear
not
this 'cause
again.
it's shorter. If it's real, you'll
Okay.
hear this.
Okay.
If it's fake, you'll hear this.
Okay, that's good.
that one and that.
What?
No, what's coconut?
You want
No, you
logic?
don't want that.
Okay.
If it's real, you'll hear this. That's too long. Stop it.
It's just the song.
Okay, if it's real, you're going to hear that.
Okay, so that's real.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then the is the false one.
I think he hasn't.
Yeah.
Have you picked? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice
Okay.
sound.
Yeah, you like that?
Oh my god.
It's not going to upset anyone. Okay, how did I get this? All right. Is Doctor Doctor a real or a fake band?
Real?
It's real.
I think I might have heard of that.
Okay. Well done. Well done, you.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
Grand Central Station.
It's a good name, but I have not heard of them. I'd say false.
It's false. Teddy is offline.
What?
Oh, I reckon it's probably real, isn't it? But
It's real.
It
Who's
has
got
to
that
be
as a
though,
name? No, why does it have to be?
because it's so. I don't think you would have come up with that. It's too random.
That's true.
Bilal.
Real?
It's real.
Well, there's a guy.
Yeah, it's just called
Yeah,
Bilal.
he's quite popular.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah. Okay.
I only did it because you're on the show. I wouldn't have put it in otherwise.
Would you not?
No.
It's not a band though.
FC United.
False.
He's good at this. Ainsley Chariot.
There's loads of band names like that, aren't there? So I hope it is real. Yeah, real. Oh, you came up with that one.
I came up
It's
with
good.
that one.
Ainsley Chariot.
Is it Loose Unit?
Because you were smiling when you said it. I'm saying it's
That's
false.
a funny thing to say.
No, it's not real.
It's not real. And finally, Alex Couch.
Real.
It is. Congratulations.
No.
You just wanted to do that.
You did really well. What'd you get? One
Thank
wrong?
you.
One wrong.
That's really good.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Thank you very
hard.
much.
That's hard.
That's a really good quiz. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you for making
Better
that
than
quiz.
some of them.
Yes.
Nice.
So,
That was Guess to Impress
Gets to
by
impress.
JP Joey Page.
hello. Now, tell us where people can find you on the internet, because that's what this is all about these days, isn't it?
I don't know. Not really. Just type in temples, and then
Don't plug them. You can come back on to promote temples.
and then foxettemoxy, foxettemoxy, 2 words.
That's
I think I
difficult,
changed
that's
my
difficult,
thing.
isn't it?
I changed my Instagram from my personal thing, which was Adam Thomas Smith, to foxettemoxy. I don't know if it was a stupid thing to do or not, but you can find it there. And then Spotify and YouTube, just type Foxette, you'll find it. Yeah.
Do you want us to be in a music vid?
I wasn't expecting.
Is that an
Oh, we'll
offer?
do it. We'll do
We'll
it.
do it.
Well, we have a friend. Well, Ben Malaby, who you slagged off before.
No, only because I thought you did invite me to do something.
We have a friend who's very good at making
Really?
video stuff. Yeah.
I haven't really got. I've made one video. The other
Do
ones
music
are like
videos
lyric
matter nowadays?
Some people think they do, some people don't.
I love
I have
them.
no idea.
I mean, I
Do you-
don't
do you
watch
watch
a
them
lot of
now?
new ones. Occasionally I
same.
might, but I used to absolutely love music videos.
Mm.
It's a shame. Isn't
Same.
It? Yeah.
Yeah. They cost money to make, so that's why I'm not doing them. But,
Okay, we
Oh,
won't
we'll
be
do
in
it
them.
for free. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I didn't
would've
know
done
that
it
you
for
were doing
free.
this for
No,
money.
No, I would have done it, but not if there's no budget.
yeah.
Not for
Sorry.
us. I mean, just we're not going to nick these cameras and go outside, are we?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's do it.
4
Oh,
minutes.
these cameras. Oh,
Yeah, that'd be alright, wouldn't it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
is that happening now? 'Cause
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, we'll just do it.
Yeah.
just go outside.
Nice.
I've got to go to Tesco's get lunch. We'll just film that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the video.
I'm not a creative director. I'm just an actor.
All right, then stop having ideas about it then.
Okay.
I think it's a good idea.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
It's been a classic episode.
This has been,
been fun.
the classic podcast. Got a problem, mate?
Thank you very much.
It's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's it to hit?
This podcast.